Y'all, his head and spinal cord were severed from his body, and they're trying to say it was an accident. Y'all got to come and listen to this. This is the case of Rasheem Carter, and he still, to this day, needs justice. This case has remained unsolved since it happened. This photo was taken in 2022, October 2nd. This was the last known photo taken of Rasheem Carter, and he was quite literally running from his life right in this moment. Rasheem Carter was a 25-year-old black man who mysteriously disappeared on October 2nd in Taylorsville, Mississippi. Basically, he was going to start a new job as a contractor, and him and another man were going to do the same job, so they decided to stay together in a Super 8 motel. Now, this motel was not too far from the job site, and basically Rasheem's car had broken down, so his coworker would give him a ride to work. And since they were both going to the same place, they decided this would be a great idea. But basically, in the days leading up to his disappearance, he told his mom that he was in some trouble and some people were following him, and it was a bunch of white men in a truck that were constantly harassing and following him. Now, the day of his disappearance, him and his roommate had got into an argument. To this day, we don't know what the argument was about, but this basically resulted in his roommate not taking him to work. So Rasheem had to find a different way to get there. Now, basically, he actually ended up leaving the motel without Rasheem, and Rasheem started to walk back to the motel. And when he called his mom in a panic, he told her that he had been chased, and he was at a dollar store in Taylorsville, and it was a truck full of white men. He basically had to run into the dollar store to evade these people. He told his mom, if anything happens to me, mom, start here at this Dollar Tree in Taylorsville, Mississippi. And basically his mom said to go to the police department and wait there and basically let them know what's going on. So that's exactly what he did. He went to the police department. He let them know what's going on, and they told him to leave. Quite literally, they said that he could not stay there. He asked for a ride back to the motel. They refused to give him a ride back to the motel and said that because of the amount of space inside of the police department that he had to leave because he was quite literally in the way. So he decided to call his mom and let her know what happened. That was the last phone call she would ever get from her son to this day. What happened to Rasheem after that is to this day a mystery, y'all. But we do know that Rasheem was running from his life because his remains were found in a wooded area. His head was severed from his body, and his spinal cord was severed from his rest of his body as well. So basically his remains were scattered all over the place, and they're trying to say that this was natural causes. No. Now, there was a video that police had given his mom to review and asked them, basically, is this him? She did recognize him in the video, and in the video, he was carrying a large stick, and he was quite literally running for his life. And who he was running from his life from to this day has never been revealed. The sheriff department said that it was accidental and that he was struggling from hallucinations, which is not true.